money. My money longer than James Cameron. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm getting too much money. I don't give a fuck if I go blind. I don't need to see the price tag anyway. I balled so hard they thought I was a fucking nutsack. I got Midas touch, fuckwad. I'm at the bank about to withdraw all of it. Cuban link will turn the diamond tester into a pipe bomb. I Audemars Piguet, worth the GDP of Yemen. If this watch breaks, the foreign exchange market will take a 28% hit. People will die. My diamonds come from the most horrific situations.
Hi guys, it's Dylan here. I'm going to take over the podcast right now while Sam's going out to smoke. I guess I'll just let you guys in on my stock picks for the day. I kind of had a little oopsie, and you know how I said I was going to diversify and go into a bunch of different companies, like buy ETF, kind of just hold until retirement. I went all into Fortuna Mining again, ticker symbol FSM if anyone's interested, and they were just too undervalued. My greed consumed me, and I went all in my retirement portfolio into one company. And I understand that might seem like I'm going through some sort of crisis or something, but I think I'm never thinking clear. I just understand that if they are making money hand over fist right now with an elevated gold price and the share price were to stay this low, they can just buy back their own shares, just like all these other tech companies have done. They use their earnings to buy back their own shares and increase their share price. Not only are they having organic growth, but if their share price were to actually stay where I bought in at, which I don't think it even can, but if it were to, then they can just buy back their own shares with all the profits they've been making. And there's literally no downside. I see how there's downside if gold were to go down to, say, half the price and some crazy shit were to happen, but there's really no downside at all. It's a no-risk investment. Sam came back in on me, and now I just got to pretend I wasn't shilling my gold mining company to you guys. Just pretend everything's normal, guys. I was just talking to people about politics and all that.
What he's not telling you is he owns a good portion of this company, and they're going to rug pull you. They're making all this up. This is it's a figment of his imagination.
Yeah, don't listen to him, actually. Just trust me. Do the research. Look into the numbers. This kind of seems like I am scamming you guys, like I am just trying to get you guys in on my newest cryptocurrency.
He just wants fentanyl money.
I'm just trying to get you guys in. This is me trying to help you ride the train before the train leaves the station. Like, we're going to leave you behind. You better hop on.
This is your opportunity to get in on the ground floor, folks. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that Dylan's asking you to join him. He's asking you to join him in arms against his enemies. And, let's be quite frank, Dylan. What we're dealing with here, what we're trying to put together is a revolution. It is a social and an economic revolution that will turn the world on its head. The world will never be the same again after we're done with it. After we make this million, after me and Dylan have enough fentanyl money, the world will be forever changed.
You think this is crazy, the people out there, but just trust me on this. I'm calling a top. Right now on the economy, it is Tuesday, August 4th. I'm calling an absolute top on the economy. Shit's only going down from here. We're going through years of devastation after this. This is like peak. Nobody suspects everything to fall apart. Everything's like, oh, all this AI spending is going to go great. These tech companies are spending fucking way over budget because they believe in this AI shit. Things are falling apart in the United States right now. Nobody's making any money. Inflation's eating everybody alive. And our purchasing power is getting destroyed. This does not end well. This ends in gold and silver going to the moon because no matter what the government does, they can't stop the free market. If they just continuously print, eventually gold and silver will have their correction one day. And you think what's happened now is crazy? It hasn't even started yet. It's only begun.
It's all a matter of time, folks. Dylan's been saying this since they were building the pyramids. You just need to get behind him and join in. Drink the Kool-Aid. Join in the dance. We're having fun here.
I'm like so pumped because I never even thought about going full in on gold miners because I thought it was risky, like going into these other countries. But if you look at it as like a leveraged play on gold, if you just buy 1 single ounce of gold with your fucking $4,000, you get 1 ounce of gold that only goes up. If it goes up to 5,000, then you only made $1,000 on your investment. But if you buy into gold miners, and they're specifically whenever you buy into gold miners undervalued, and then the price of gold goes up 1,000, then every single ounce that they mine, they just increase their profit margins and gained $1,000 per ounce that they have, and per ounce that they mine every single day. Like, it's just a leveraged play on gold that has not worked for a very long time, and now that the gold price is elevated, I think gold miners are going to go crazy for the next couple of years.
You gotta go straight to the source.
And you got to compare gold to stocks. Like, if you compare gold to the S&P 500, there's a huge crash incoming. If you just look at the graph, like, we've had elevated stocks. And if you look at interest rates have only fell from the year 1980 all the way till, I think, 2024, I believe, is whenever they started raising them. Or maybe it was 2022. Either way, we had fucking zero interest rates during COVID. They dropped it all the way down to nothing. That was wild. But we went from 20% interest rates, 18% interest rates in 1980 to 2022, where they drop them down to zero and then finally start raising them again. That is 42 years of people who go into debt heavily making money. That is 42 years of all the people who are leveraging out the ass, going into debt, fucking taking risk. All those people are making hella money, and all the people who are actually saving are just losing purchasing power and not gaining as much as the people who are going into debt. And now we've officially reached the bottom of the cycle. I'm calling a top on the economy. Shit is about to go down right now, August 4th. You heard it here first on Going Postal.
Archive this. Save this in 3 different laptops. We need to have the generations ahead of us know who called this.
This is like my Michael Burry.
Who the prophet was.
This is my Michael Burry moment. Like, before having this podcast today, I was just walking around like fucking he was in The Big Short, where like all the fucking real estate agents were being like, oh yeah, I'm making so much fucking money right now. You have no idea. I just bought a yacht. And he's just like, yeah, we got a bubble. We call it in, guys.
This is Dylan's days before he walks amongst men as a god. He's known as the prophet, the economic prophet. He's going to tell the world on how to fix everything.
If you guys actually want to know what got me back into gold and silver heavy again, was Daniel Oliver. He is, I can't remember it's like a hedge fund, like a capital management group. I forget what it's like Miramax Capital or some shit like that. But if you guys look into Daniel Oliver, there's only like 3 or 4 videos I could find on YouTube of this guy talking. But he's spitting facts harder than anybody I've ever heard. And you can tell he's just so educated on the topics. And he goes back and like looks at history and past history and like how currency cycles do not last forever. Like, this currency cycle will end eventually, whether you think it will or not. Like, this American dollar is going to eventually end, no matter what you think. We're only a couple years away from everyone else on the world realizing that the U.S. dollar is being leveraged for us and beneficially for us, and they want to get off the U.S. dollar standard. They want to get off the petrodollar. You can already see that happening with China. They just got rid of their fucking paper gold market, and they're trying to get everyone to get physical gold in China and in India as well. They're all going heavily into physical precious metals, but countries all over the world are going to see what we did to Russia in fucking 2022 whenever they were going against Ukraine, and then we seized all of their fucking assets. We seized all of their dollars, and then they're going to be like, and then we sanctioned the fuck out of them. Then they see that happen, and they're like, maybe that could happen to us if we get on the United States' bad side, and we need to not let the United States have this control over us. Maybe we need to get on a gold standard.
And you see them set up bricks, and I don't know how you can see them start up bricks and be thinking, yeah, our dollar is in a solid spot. Everybody else wants to make a brand new currency, and We're over here chilling, just printing more of it. Just having our fun at the end of the days. The end of an empire. We might as well print more. I mean, we gotta have a little bit more fun. We gotta have another private island with children on it.
It's just a continuous debt cycle that funds itself. It started with debt, and it just keeps funding itself by more and more debt. And eventually the debt gets so out of control that now our debt payments are like literally more than our entire military budget. Just our debt payments alone, just paying the interest on our debt, is more than we pay for the entire military budget of the largest military budget ever in the history of the planet.
And it gets to a point where, I mean, does the debt even matter if it's that high?
It does matter if it's that high. It will eventually have a day of reckoning. Like I said before, the free market will always come back to correct itself. No matter what man does, no matter what the government does, the free market will always correct itself. The Federal Reserve has been buying assets. You should look at the Federal Reserve's balance sheet. Look at all the bullshit that they bought. They bought 30-year treasuries at fucking 2% interest rates, 1% interest rates. These assets on the Fed's balance sheet, they're buying with printed money that doesn't fucking matter. That is propping up the economy. It is an insane amount that is on the Fed's balance sheet, and they're buying just the most bullshit that nobody would want just to prop up the economy and keep rates, like stabilize rates. And it's just a giant balancing act that is just so pointless. You saw with the United States where like the yen rallied super hard, and that's just because the United States intervened, because they know that if Japan starts fucking selling U.S. treasuries, that's going to basically crash the entire economy. So then we have to start printing more fucking dollars to help the yen, their currency, not crash, and help them out so they don't crash our currency. And it's just all fucking fugazi. It's all fake. If you boil it down, all of the very fucking fundamental part of it, gold and silver are money. That is the currency. And then what it originally was paper that we used to say this represents 1 ounce of gold, this represents 1 ounce of silver, and it is turned into just fiat currency where it doesn't fucking mean anything, and they're creating debt out of thin air. And like I said, they went through 40 years of rates dropping where people who went into debt made fucking money, and they made money out their fucking ass, and this is a giant cycle that they've continuously pulled off for 40 years that's got to come to an end eventually. And it's just taken 4 years for it to cool off and finally revert to the other way. But you see what's happening in gold. You see what's happening in silver. There's been a big correction lately, but the fundamentals are still there for these. I think gold's going to go over $10,000 easily. I see silver going over $200 easily. And these are not unrealistic numbers. This might sound crazy to some people, but these are actual physical metals. This is not Bitcoin. This is not Bitcoin living in a fucking server in China somewhere where there's not a physical fucking asset tied to it. This is real money.
You ask yourself, is it even real if the debt is this much? Look at how bankrupt America has become on the world stage. I mean, everybody's laughing at us, guys. Everybody says it doesn't matter. What the fuck are you talking about? Across the globe, people are laughing at fucking Americans because we're bought and paid for by fucking Israel. Everybody makes the joke except the people in America, except the people in the country that you can't make the jokes about it, the people that have sold you up the river. You can't say anything here. Can't say anything here about it. Across the world, we're a fucking laughing stock.
And if you look at Israel's benefits and how much they've gotten from us, it would make you so mad. And then you add on top of that, whenever you know they're going to get it approved, they already got it approved in the House. Combining our military with Israel's for nothing. We get absolutely nothing from them. They provide like 3% of the entire military budget, and I think we provide the rest of it. And we join forces to kill a bunch of Palestinians for no fucking reason. In 1948, whenever we originally gave Israel their homeland, they had to bulldoze a lot of fucking Palestinian houses and build over top of them, exactly like what's happening in Gaza now. It's the same playbook. You see Israel expanding over and over again. They wait till for a good time to strike, and they fucking expand. There's some schemy motherfuckers.
I mean, it's just a hit after hit, Dylan. That's the worst part about it. It's just we're getting gaslight mogged. We get told that the fucking growing debt doesn't matter. Us selling our souls to Israel doesn't matter. Dylan, it all doesn't matter. What are you talking about? Everything's fine. Did you see the game last night? Everything is fine, Dylan. Did you see the motocross at the White House? Dylan, the American empire is strong. Nothing bad is happening. Don't look at the other parts of the world. Don't worry yourself about it. You need to go to your job, and you need to get your head down, and you need to spend money on this bullshit. You need to spend money. You need to put money in the economy. You need to buy the slop, Dylan. Buy the plastic slop. Buy the food slop. Buy it all.
The reason I can say it's a top so confidently is because no one else sees it as being a top, and everyone just sees it as being fine, and AI is going to take over. Everyone's going to make so much money. But you can see it in the precious metals prices, how they're increasing. It's going to happen. This is a top for these equities. They've gotten out of control with their multiples as far as they're pricing them in like they're just going to keep growing earnings forever, growing earnings at 25%, just fucking crazy multiples like this. And then these giant tech companies are not even making money this year. They're spending so much that they made $200 billion in earnings, but they fucking can't even not spend $200 billion in earnings. They'll spend $300 billion even though they made $200 billion. It's just insane what these giant companies like Google and Amazon are willing to spend, and I think they've gotten out of control of these debt cycles. And what's that saying called where it's like, what has to come to roost? The fucking crows have to come to roost. What is that fucking saying called? God
I don't
damn
fucking know.
The chickens is what comes to roost, and these companies are not going to keep growing earnings forever. I think we need to be more realistic about what's going to happen, and especially whenever the currencies start getting out of whack, as gold starts going crazy and silver starts going crazy. These companies aren't going to make what they're used to making, and we have no fucking money left. We're getting overextended as an American. The average American is dipping into savings just to afford their lifestyle. And that has to come to an end too. They're going into debt just to fund their lifestyle. And you can only do that for so long. You can only kick the can down the road for so long until everything falls apart. And I really think that's about to happen.
The virgin gold enjoyer versus the Chad Pokemon card buyer. Like a true investor. What the fuck are you talking about? Gold and silver and precious metals. Stocks and cryptocurrency. Are you retarded? Are you not buying collectibles? Are you not buying Funko Pops?
That is such a good... Gold is such a good monetary instrument, and that's why it's never been... They've never been able to manipulate gold, and that's why it's been so good, and that's why it's so shitty that they got us off of it. Because So say the price were to run up like crazy, then there's a gold rush, then everyone's trying to get gold, then that increases the supply, and then the price cools down on gold because there's been so much supply because of all the mining. But then say the price is too low, then all the fucking shitty miners go out of business because they can't make any money because the price is too low. Then that only leaves the good mines around that are actually able to keep their costs down, like Fortuna Mining. That has just been around forever.
I love them.
They started out as a silver mine, bro. They used to be called Fortuna Silver Mines back whenever I first started. The CEO saw, even before I did, that silver is not the fucking play. You got to go into West Africa, and you got to find some gold miners.
Yes.
We'll call them gold miners because they are gold miners, technically, legally speaking. And then you got to use that cheap labor to keep your costs down, and then as gold prices rise, you make so much fucking money. For every like $100 you make for every ounce that you're mining is just cash on cash. Like if gold goes up 2,000 ounces, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna quit my job. If gold goes up $2,000 an ounce, I can probably retire off these West Africans. No cap, no kizzy.
No kizzy, no cap. Folks, so what do you think about going panning? Should we just move up to Colorado and start panning in the river?
I think we need to start a mining company ourselves.
Okay,
or
yes.
I was thinking
Yes.
also, this is even faker. If the fake Fugazi market stays around forever, we start our own hedge fund to where we don't have to do anything. We just manage stocks for other people. We just somehow get our fucking we manage. So imagine all us managing our Going Postal fans' finances.
Yes. Let us manage your finances.
And then we charge them a fee of say like 0.1% a year of their total.
We're gonna put your whole portfolio into Fortuna Silver Mines. Every single person that follows us should be you should be 100%ing for Fortuna Silver Mines. If you don't have any money in the stock market, now's the time.
Or honestly, watch The Big Short and throw in a couple put options against some of the big tech companies. Like, I think the multiples have really gotten crazy, and if you see their earnings start going down, then their multiples that are already insane would be wild. You'll see 100 PEs of companies. You'll see companies that can't fucking make money, like Amazon this year. Give Amazon a pass because they fucking own everything. There's so much infrastructure involved with Amazon that they can not make money this year, and I wouldn't be that concerned about Amazon. I'm worried about all the other big companies, basically, besides Amazon. Amazon can never fucking fall. They're too big of a powerhouse at this point. They have so much infrastructure. They're built into countries all around the world, and they are too big to fail. Like, this is like monopoly. This is the monopoly of all monopolies. You should probably buy stock in Amazon as well. I don't own any, but get in now because they're going to own everything.
Bro, the supermarket stocks, they're hitting different right now. I mean, they're recession proof.
I've been so deep into debt and how crazy the debt has gotten, and now I'm just full back into thinking everything's going to fall. I was at one point just a month or two ago being like, this fucking Fugazi might just go on forever. I might just need to just buy the S&P 500 and retire off the S&P 500. But this, I really think that we are going to go to a different currency besides the US dollar. The credit bubble has gotten so out of control that it can no longer be sustained, and we're just going to have to go to something different that is hopefully not a crypto central bank digital currency, because that would be not very chill. Hopefully we can go to a gold standard, but a gold standard is truly the only way out of this.
Hopefully the rain will come and wash all the shit away, Randy.
We'll have loads of rain whenever we have Rainmaker fucking dousing the skies with silver iodide.
So much that we're going to drown school children in Texas. Oops. Whoopsie.
Sometimes you just accidentally drop your whole stockpile of silver iodide out of an airplane, and then that kills 26 school children near a river in Texas, in central Texas. What are you going to do?
I mean, dude, the Saudis do it every week. Come on.
They're playing fucking Minecraft over there, the way they're building beaches and letting rain fall all the time, and they're going wild.
Just infinite. They got the infinite money glitch going.
If you have control of the oil, we've seen throughout history that he who controls the oil controls the power. Also, is oil infinite, or is there actually going to be an end to it? Because it kind of seems like...
No, there's an end to it.
It kind of seems like... I don't know. I see Earth supplying everything we need, and it kind of seems like the Earth might just have so much oil that we can't actually use enough to ever run out, and it might just kind of
I definitely think we're gonna find something new before we run out of oil.
When are we?
Or we're gonna be all dead.
When are we projected to run out of
hopefully
oil?
That.
Aren't we projected to run out of oil reserves in 60 years or something?
I don't know. Continue talking.
This is a scenario where I would talk to ChatGPT because it would give you something so quick, but you're just so against ChatGPT for some reason. I think it's funny because every single time you use it, it costs electricity for OpenAI. They have to pay every single time, and I've never given them a single dollar, and every single time I've used it, OpenAI is their electric bill. I guess they are getting my data. It's probably way more valuable that they're getting my data and all the shit I've used it for.
2052, it says.
Yeah, I don't get how.
That's what AI says, though. So It's what fucking the top of Google says.
I don't get how anyone could see us running out of oil in our lifetimes. I've never really thought that we would run out of oil. I didn't never really believe that and kind of seemed as a fear-mongering campaign. But who fucking knows? If that's actually true and we were going to run out of oil in our lifetimes, why does everybody just think that shit's so great right now and everything's going to go great forever if we're really going to run out of oil that fucking soon?
They also said the Amazon rainforest would be gone by the time it was the fucking 2010s, and it's fine. They were probably saying we were going to run out of oil in the 1900s, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. What the fuck do they know? They'll lie and tell you anything you want.
I think it is getting hotter. I don't know if it actually is. I haven't done no research into the data of global warming.
Bro, look at the sunspots. It's heating up. It's game over, Dylan.
I think
the dinosaurs are coming back. The summer gate's going to melt, and we're going to be able to access the Tartarian Empire. We're going to be able to sail into Hyperborea and meet our ancestors. Supposedly.
That is kind of the goal. Is just we get a little Tartarian Empire opening it up because of the defrosting, the Great Defrosting.
I'm going to be happy whenever the summer gate melts. We're going to enter the far lands.
If we had some type of inner Earth setup, fuck, I don't even know where I was going.
What would you do if we had some sort of? Would you become a ruler? Would you have your own harem?
That was straight
of
up
cave people.
That was a scenario where I was just talking before I even had it.
He was just yapping. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. We're just here yapping. We're just having fun this episode. We're here to talk about. We're talking about gold, and we're talking about Tartaria here. We're talking about the Anunnaki. I mean, why do we like gold so much, Dylan? You know why. Because we were programmed by aliens from another galaxy to love it.
It's because there is no other real money. What other real money is there? You can't fucking call the United States dollar real money.
It's because you can use that gold to maintain your atmosphere. Just like that's why we needed to mine it for the Anunnaki. So they could rebuild their atmosphere on their home world. Are you not familiar with the literature? You're starting to make me angry. I'm starting to get upset.
I think.
Have you not read the Chariots of the Gods? What do you know?
The real reason that gold has been going crazy, I know gold's always, I'm a permabull on gold, always have been, always will be, but a lot of central bankers.
Dylan's an Anunnaki.
A lot of central bankers and just average citizens, governments out there all over the world, they look at what we did to Russia whenever we sanctioned them hard and stole all of their shit because they got on our bad side, and they're like, well, we've been fucking buying U.S. treasuries. Every single country in the fucking world has been propping up our economy by buying U.S. treasuries because that is the most, it's backed up by the U.S. military, it's the most stable one out of all of them. It's supposedly the most reliable. But now we've taken so much advantage of that credit bubble, of that debt system, that we are now so overexposed, and now we're paying more in interest than our entire military budget. This is where kingdoms fall. This is actually the time where everything starts falling apart. Unemployment is going to easily over 10%. The stock market could crash 50% from here. I know
it's topped.
It's topped. It's done for. This is no shot. Why I would say don't fucking buy put options right now and just go all into thinking that the market is topped is because you don't actually know when it's the top, because this credit system at the end of it, as the currency just starts becoming meaningless, you're going to see the stock market go crazy. I think that's already happened, and that's why we've seen above average returns in the S&P 500 recently, because the currency is falling apart. You see what's happening in gold. If you look at gold to dollars and what's happening to that, that's where the real story is. You need to look at how much dollars you can get per gold ounce, and as that price increases, the backing of the United States by the entire world is going to get worse and worse, and everyone's going to start moving more towards gold as a safe haven.
You can see it already.
China's doing it heavy for sure.
They're building bricks.
I think that's going to be big. It's not big now. Whenever I first heard about BRICS, I was like, oh my God, they're doing it. That's whenever I was like deep in Fortuna way back then, whenever Fortuna was still like a silver miner. I was like so pumped about BRICS. I was like, this is the solution right here. They're really doing it. And then it's like kind of like seems like that is really going to be like a slow plan that say implements change over like 20 years. And it's not like actually implementing just giant change right now. It's kind of like a long-term plan to get off the petrodollar and get power away from the United States.
Personally, I'm happy after all this doom and gloom talk. An economic catastrophe might be on our doorstep, but thank God we have people like Sam Altman, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, our AI leaders. Whenever the singularity comes, it'll set us all free. We won't have to worry about it. The AI will set us free whenever we're all being watched, whenever we're all being paid a wage every month, programmed by an algorithm, whenever we're all living in accordance, our day-to-day lives totally ruled by an outside computer force that was built by somebody that does a 5-part lecture on the Antichrist. I'm excited for the future, folks. I haven't seen a brighter future in all my days. The flock cameras. Truly, we are going to enter a new era of peace and safety in this world.
You know how like central power, federal power, kind of how we got to where we're at today all really started with the Civil War and the North winning the Civil War compared to the states' rights South. Like, shit wouldn't be as bad right now probably if the South would have won compared to the North. Do you think that? Or do you think we would have
I think for me and you, definitely.
Do you think we would have got here eventually? Either way.
I mean, who's to know?
I
don't think. Do you think we would be part of the North or the South? If the South.
I'm talking about the United States in general because I
don't think there would be United States.
So this is what I'm talking about. The reason the North won and the reason the South lost is because the South, they both have the same products. Like, they're both farming. Like, the South's farming cotton. Like, they have their industries. The North has their industries. But the North was able to use the debt system to their advantage. And the South didn't know how to do that. And they didn't know how to use their industries to turn it into fucking firepower to fight the North. And that's why they lost. Like, if I've looked into the Civil War pretty heavily. And the reason that the North won is because they used this debt system that we're in now to their advantage. They borrowed. This is what all started it. The North borrowed against future tax revenue to fund their fight now, to create currency. And by borrowing against their future tax, like, that's what we've done in the United States to get to fucking $30 trillion of debt, because we were borrowing against future tax revenue. It all started whenever the North won the Civil War. They borrowed against future tax revenue to fund the Civil War. And that was back whenever we were still on a gold standard, so it wasn't as fucked. But just as we've escaped off of a gold standard and as they fucking confiscated everyone's gold and made it illegal, they've done so much shit with money to try to stop the free market. And the free market always ends up where it needs to be. And I think I have full confidence. I've just done the research, and like, I was able to skip all the bullshit that Daniel Oliver had to go through, where he just like had to fucking talk about this shit for 20 years and like nothing ever happened. And he sees in fucking 1980 to 2000 rates dropping over and over again. And he sees a tech bubble crash. He's like, oh yeah, this is it. He probably sees it then. And then he sees in the 2009 crash, he has to deal with so much bullshit over and over again, actually thinking this is the top. And I really do think this is the top. I think we're going into pure turmoil from here. I think I just got super lucky on timing. I'm really just gonna call my shot here. I'm just fucking shooting it.
Dylan's making a stand. You found your spot. You're making your stand here.
I've just been praying on it. I'm just gonna hope that God's giving me the sign. Just call the top here. Nobody else sees it. You see it, Dylan. You see it.
The South will rise again, according to Dylan. Dylan's a Southern supporter.
Well,
A Southern Confederate supporter.
if you boil it down to the South wanted slavery and the North wanted everyone to be free, I think that's a little bit.
Tell them about it, Dylan. You think that's simplifying it?
I think that's simplifying it a little bit, but that is kind of what I was taught in high school. That is the majority.
You think it was more about states' rights? You think it was more about keeping the United States separate states, not having a total federal government ruling everything? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're on about?
Kind of maybe saw how this could eventually lead to the Federal Reserve doing some crazy shit, but that wasn't even a concept at that point. What I was saying is that they kind of saw where it could lead to the federal government using this power to their advantage and eventually getting to a point where they're taking in tax revenue above fucking... In Canada, I think they take over 50% of your income. Like,
sweet, it's Chad. Beasts.
In the United...
Do you see how nice it is in Canada?
In the United States, I think we're probably averaging around 30% of our income. I don't really know what it is, but that's just still insane. We should not even be paying income tax as a society, I believe. I think we should be able to get it through sales tax and all that good shit. Maybe even have tariffs. I don't know if tariffs are good enough. Seems like tariffs weren't going to work out if the Supreme Court struck them down.
Now you're not... What do you think about Trump's trade war? Do you think that's been detrimental to your economic plan or what?
I think that the tariffs were not thought through very well at all, and I think that they might work. That was what we used to have as a system to collect taxes before income tax. We used to make our money through tariffs, but that was whenever we were a giant manufacturing empire. And if we were to build a giant manufacturing empire, then we could make tariffs work again. And we could get rid of the income tax completely, go on to a gold standard. This is just all things.
And why do you think they won't do that? Why do you think they won't let Americans be the manufacturing empire?
Because I'm not president.
That's the reason why.
I need to become president.
Dylan needs to become president, and then America will be a manufacturing power.
We'll never become a manufacturing empire. We've shipped all of it to different countries, and we won't innovate because to be able to innovate on these products, you need to actually be creating it right there with your hands as a company. You need to have your fucking company working in the United States, all your workers working there so you can innovate, create better products. And
why do we ship it overseas, Dylan? Why do we ship all that overseas?
We need to make more money doing it in the United States. We make more money by shipping it overseas.
So we're coming to what I wanted to get to. the greed that's growing in your heart. You said it yourself that the greed it's about the greed, and guys, you haven't seen the look in his eye recently. He's been scaring me. I think Moloch has invested his soul. He's talking a lot about gold and treasure. He's talking a lot about the riches he's going to gain, and it's starting to worry me.
I've been spending hours building treasure chests. Very, very detailed treasure chests.
He's sitting in his room staring at a dollar bill.
It says on the dollar bill it's just a Federal Reserve note. It's just it's like...
It says in God we trust. Dylan.
If you fold it up right, it's the Twin Towers burning.
It is a twin, and it has the Illuminati all-seeing eye on it. What's that about?
Like I said, if you boil it all down, it boils down to a credit bubble that's eventually going to collapse.
Credit bubble.
And dude,
tell them about the credit bubble.
I'm so glad we started talking about the credit bubble again, because this is something I didn't even bring up the first time.
Tell them about it.
And why I'm so confident in calling a top also is because there's a giant private credit bubble that has gotten to, I think I'm estimating it at around $2 trillion, and that's just basically off of YouTube videos that I've watched where other people are saying it's $2 trillion. But these companies like Meta, Amazon, Google, all these giant tech companies, to build these data centers, they're basically creating a shell company that owes all this fucking money to. these banks they're getting the loans from, so they can hide the data center debt off the books. So already they're fucking spending a crazy amount, and then they're hiding even more debt off of their books that's not showing up. And they're doing greasy accounting fucking practices to where, say you have a bunch of debt for a warehouse or a data center, they will hide it as in like, we only owe. So say you owe your landlord for an entire year, you owe them fucking $12,000, $1,000 a month. But they'll put in their shady accounting practices, they'll be like, oh yeah, our debts are only $1,000 because that's how much their debt is per month. And they'll hide some shit like that. Like, the amount of shady accounting practices these giant tech companies are using, and they're not even doing it to fucking show that they're making money. Then on top of all the shady bullshit they're doing, they're not even fucking making money, and they're still blowing through it. This is what happens at the end of an empire. This is what happens at the end of a credit bubble, at the end of a debt cycle. We're going to just Fugazi land where none of it fucking matters. We're like, oh, AI. That's all that matters is fucking AI. AI is going to take over the world. We got to build data centers. We got to hide all this debt off of our fucking books just to build these data centers and just basically commit fraud, because
Quite literally speed running the apocalypse. We have Sam Altman up on the stage saying AI might destroy the world, but there's going to be great companies made in the meantime. Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about right now? Great companies will be made in the meantime. I would prefer if the companies could last longer than a few years after you make an AI that destroys everybody. Please and thank you, Sam Altman.
and I'm so glad that Elon Musk is losing fucking value in Tesla. I hope every Tesla fucking explodes. Okay, that's a little bit extreme.
Such a bitter man.
I think that SpaceX is a complete scam. They're fucking so heavily overvalued. The IPO value that they went in at, and I was looking at some Wall Street Bets posts thinking even at like a $3 trillion valuation, SpaceX was going to triple. They're fucking double or triple, and they were still buying in at 150, 175. These people are so fucking stupid. This is what happens at the end of a credit bubble. These people are so insane. And SanDisk...
Dylan, they go to space.
SanDisk, Micron, the value of these companies, the amount that they're able to charge for memory, whenever just a couple years ago they were charging like a tenth of the price. They're able to 10x their prices in just a couple years. Money doesn't matter. Fucking nothing matters. We're at the end of a debt cycle.
We're just at the end of a cycle. It's just the end of everything, Dylan. It's the end of everything that you've come to see as normal. Throw it all out the window, folks. Give it all up. Let it all burn away. Your family, your friends, your dog, your cat, your house, your hometown, the city you live in. Let it all be destroyed. Give it all up. It doesn't matter anymore. We had a good run. Let Peter Thiel give us 5-part Antichrist lectures. Let Sam Altman kill his programmers. Just let the flock cameras go up. Let the gold prices skyrocket. Let Jesus come back. Let the Israelis have a greater Israel. Let Spain be invaded by 60,000 refugees from Morocco. Let the world burn, folks. Just laugh and watch it all burn away. It'll all be okay in the end. We had a good time in the end. Laughing along with you guys and Dylan at the end of everything is just, it's really the best I could ask for. Better than I deserve.
You need to sell all of your assets, including family members. Just
give them up to slavery.
Get rid of it all.
Give them up to human traffickers and enslave them.
All of your worldly possessions. Get rid of it all and use the profits of everything, out of all your assets, everything you've traded your blood, sweat, and tears for, that you've been able to work for your entire life. Get rid of it all. Exchange it for money. What you think of as money, United States dollars, and then use that dollars to exchange that for real dollars. real money, gold, or Fortuna Mining company if you want to leave it in dollars and then put it into another asset like that.
This whole episode is just to get more people to buy into, into this company, by the way.
I mean, I'm in now. I'm in so deep, guys. I'm in as deep as I could possibly go without going into debt, I guess, would be the extent that I went in.
He could start asking the bank for money if he'd like.
And I mean, I should, because they could probably charge me, what, fucking 10% interest for a, let's say, like $30,000 loan that I could put all into Fortuna Mining. I'm going to easily make over 10% a year.
Folks, this just isn't going postal. Now is the time to go to your local bank and ask for a loan. And start making your money work for you. Start putting it to work on the stock market.
For real, though, if you own a business, you should not be reporting all of your income. That's fucking psychotic. If you're reporting 100%.
Whoa!
100%
What are you talking? Stop. Are you talking about cheating the IRS out of some of their money?
No, and just like on your report card for your business, just like don't talk about all the money that you make in your grading report card, you know?
You're a scumbag.
I think that's...
Somebody should throw you in prison for even suggesting something like that.
We don't have to pay taxes whenever I buy gold and silver from my pawn shop. I think you have to report to the IRS if you do over like $10,000 worth or something, but you should not. It's fucking money. You should never have to pay taxes. If you ever sell gold or silver, never fucking report that shit on your report card. That is insane. Why would you do that? It's fucking money. Do not give any of that to them. And also, like, my advice would be don't talk about it at all, but really do that, and don't report on your report card. Report as little income as possible to the big people, and really try to scam that system as hard as you can. And also use all of that shit that you can. Like, they're not going to fucking audit you guys. You're not making enough to get audited. You should really try to work that system in the best way you can.
I make $2,000 a year.
The IRS actually owes me money. And
I mean, after I paid all my workers, I got nothing. I have zero. I got zilch. I'm strictly giving to the economy. I need some reparations.
Yeah.
I need reparations for this.
I have nothing left, guys. You need to actually give me some money back. I made no income for the entire...
I didn't make a dollar. I didn't make a fucking cent last year. I was actually starving the whole year. I was eating loaves of bread the whole year because I couldn't afford anything else.
My coworker that is big on apocalypse, well, not big on the apocalypse thing that's going to happen. He's still going heavy into stocks, but he's just like, I got to pay into stocks just because if shit really does go down, then like the stocks aren't going to be worth anything anyway. Like, so you got to have that as a safety net just in case stuff doesn't happen. But he's like big on them putting fluoride in the water and like government control and talking about stuff like that. And he's like, not a lot of people think about this. A lot of people think about physical precious metals, think about ammo and stuff, but peanut butter. Peanut butter is where it's at.
Is this coworker you?
He's like, no, I wish I had this fucking brilliant idea, but you can stack up peanut butter in your shelf. It fucking never goes bad. And like, if shit really is going crazy, whenever you're cooking meat, and they'd smell that shit from a mile away, but you can eat peanut butter all the live long day, and nobody's smelling that at all. It just has so many preservatives in it. You just need to fucking... I'd go out and buy $1,000 worth of peanut butter right now.
I'm sure you would.
You gotta have a safety net, bro. You gotta have a fucking... just.
It tops today, folks. August 4th. It's all downhill from here, folks.
If you don't have $1,000 worth of safety net and you're covered, $1,000 safety net of peanut butter in your cupboard, what the fuck are you doing?
I thought you were saying that if you're not covered in $1,000 worth of peanut butter, you're scum. You should cover yourself in a suit of peanut butter to be prepared for the coming apocalypse.
You need 100 cans of peanut butter, 100 jars of peanut butter, and 100 ounces of silver minimum. for the apocalypse. And I would also say, like, if you can get 100 cases of ammo, that's probably like a little unrealistic because of how fucking expensive it is nowadays. But you don't know how long, maybe even more than that, honestly. Like, if you really want a nice stockpile, I only have, I don't want to say how much ammo I have. I need to buy more ammo, I guess is all I'd like to say.
With his $750 rent, he needs to buy more ammo.
You gotta fucking, I'm not gonna be able to make bullets if the time were actually to come, so it'd just be nice to have that,
bro,
on hand.
Buy one of those machines. You have a space for it.
That would actually be something nice to get into. I would like doing that, but then I need a way to sell them to my friends. I don't think any of my friends would trust buying bullets from me.
Of course, he needs to have profit. He needs to have a profit motive for this to even to be a thought in his head.
I need to be able to make money off my friends.
Isn't that just great? Doesn't that just tell you the mindset this man's been on recently?
Well, the reason I would want that much ammo is for the apocalypse. If it were to ever happen, say I give it like 5% of actually needing fucking an extended amount of ammo for if shit were really to fall apart. I could just go buy that ammo right now and then have that stockpile on hand. For me to actually...
he would need to sell it to his friends to make it worth it.
For me to actually get into a fucking bullet press and buying gunpowder in bulk and just getting on a watch list. I know I'm already on a watch list. If I buy gunpowder in bulk, they're going to fucking show up at my house. With all that said,
the biblical levels of greed on this man. I wish you guys could meet this individual next to me to just. I wish you guys could scratch the surface of how the greed that lies within the soul of this man.
Dude, you haven't even felt anything.
He was selling $75 t-shirts.
You haven't even seen Fortuna run yet? This is just like
right. I haven't even seen it run yet. We haven't even seen it run yet, guys.
This is just the start.
He's going to sell you $75 t-shirts, and you're going to smile while he's delivering them to you. You're going to be happy with it.
This is like just a textbook example of me like just starting out whenever I had like way less money, being like, the man is fucked. The man is so bullshit. Like they worked hard for their money. I understand that they worked hard and were able to profit and just use the system to their advantage to make their millions and millions of dollars. But I need fucking some of that. I need some of that so bad. And then now that I'm just get the slightest little taste of it,
you want the crumbs.
I'm just switching instantly.
He needs the crumbs.
I'm switching on all of our fucking loyal fans. I'm switching on all of you fuckers. You mean nothing to me. You're only profit margins. That's all I think about tonight. That's fucking...
Luckily for you guys, I'm still broke, so I can relate with you. But this fucking Daddy Warbucks over here with his t-shirt companies and his gold mines.
Our going Postal hedge fund, it's coming soon.
Right. No, it's truly hell. Hell is this world that you live in now, folks. You're walking in it every day.
If the AI shit is actually real, I'll just give you guys a backup plan and say I'm wrong about everything.
Here we are. He's going to give us I'm going to listen diligently. Tell us what you got to say.
Cybersecurity is huge right now. The run up has been crazy, but it's been just like gold. There's been a big pullback, and I think cybersecurity stocks are going to run again, like Palo Alto, shit like that. As AI gets insane, these cybersecurity companies are just going to increase revenues more and more, increase profits more and more. It's such a scalable company, and their product is going to be so valuable. There's going to be so more points of entry for hackers and people trying to get into this shit, trying to get into this valuable data, and that data is going to be secured by these cybersecurity networks, these cybersecurity companies. So if you want to get in the hack cybersecurity ETF is what it is. The ticker symbol is HACK. Their expense ratio is kind of insane. So if you want, just use whatever companies are in that and then use that in your portfolio. Like just buy those companies basically and then look at which ones they're most heavily bought into percentage-wise, and then I would invest heavily into those. and then you don't have to pay the expense ratio that's in the hack ETF. What has our podcast turned into?
What have you turned into? You turned into Warren Buffett. 1 week later, he has a necrotizing wound on his knee right now. It's an open sore. I don't know where he's been. He's been missing for a week. He's been gone. He comes back to me. He has a wound on his knee that I'm not sure where it's coming from. He's talking about stocks like a madman, and he thinks it's the top. He thinks this is the end of everything. I don't know what's happened to the Dylan I knew, but everything's gone out the window. I think he's on fentanyl right now. Normally it's just a joke, but I think looking at the state of him now, it's not good.
I would like to defend the open wound and say that it was just from slow pitch softball. And I was playing first base, and they hit one in between first and second, and literally just instincts took over. I had shorts on. I had no intention of diving at all, and just instincts took over, and I went for it and did not catch it. But
you're a dog after a bone. You got to go for it.
Yeah, I was willing to do whatever it took for my team. I was willing to do whatever it took to win.
Put it all on the battlefield.
I've only played slow pitch twice in the past 2 years, like just once a year is all I do in one tournament. But it is so fucking fun. I literally have so much fun every year. And both years, it's in the middle of July and over 100 degrees, heat index over 110, topping out every single day. And it's hell. Like, it is, like, literally, it's so hot. Like, because at work, I at least get to go into the shade for periods of time, and like I have like a nice little wide hat on, and like I can get in my truck and be in the shade there. I'm still fucking roasting, but like just getting baked in the sun in 110 heat index, I can't imagine what fucking roofers do. I'm a pussy compared to some people in construction, or like the roofers is just an especially one. I don't get how people do that. Or pouring concrete. My younger brother's pouring concrete right now and doing that every single day. I have no fucking idea how you do that shit. It's so insane right now.
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I don't know how the fuck people do it either.
It's literally just we have no better options, so you are willing to put up with so much suffering. That's why I say so often that you're trading your blood, sweat, and tears for this money, is because like these jobs are not fulfilling at all. The vast majority of people do not have fulfilling lives, and you see that with why drug use is so rampant, homelessness is so rampant, and the people who do even have the jobs are not feeling fulfilled at all. They spend all day scrolling. We need to have fulfilling jobs. We don't need to just fucking be building data centers for the elite.
The jobs are literally killing you too, by the way. Whenever we started this podcast, I was doing fucking shit like that every day, and my shoulder is still fucked up. I got a fucked up shoulder from that job. Is the only thing I fucking have from that job still. So keep in mind, folks.
So many people are just paying to exist. Like that's what they're working to exist. They're working to feed themselves and to have a roof over their head. And it's only getting worse. You can't imagine it getting worse because 50% of people are already living paycheck to paycheck, but money only flows up. Money only flows to Amazon and Costco and to Apple, Nvidia, these chip makers. Like, if we don't get on a gold standard, if we really just stay on the United States dollar, I truly believe that gold will go up. So if we don't go into a gold standard, you still need to buy gold. But if we stay on the United States petrodollar, all other currencies are not going to trust us. All other countries are not going to trust us. They're going to try to get off of it. And then we're just going to be left in a giant credit bubble that is even bigger than we're already at. That is like, just imagine every single country not having the faith of the United States military behind it and not wanting to put all their money into U.S. treasuries just like they have for the past fucking 50 years. That has propped up our economy to where it is today.
Yeah, God bless America. 250, Dylan. Do you know the lifespan of empires?
We had a good run, guys. I mean,
we're right on the dot. I mean, come on. Let's throw in the towel right now. We had a good time.
What another it just so would be perfect for Trump to be the guy who really just puts the nail in the coffin and we just fall apart right whenever Trump's president, is because I heard this podcast of this guy who was talking about doing a business deal with him. And he's like, we signed a deal for this construction company. Like he was my tenant. I was renting out the building to him. And you'd figure, you got a business plan. Most businessmen, they like work their ass off, and then if shit falls apart, they can't make the payment after like a couple years or a decade. They eventually have their first missed payment. A couple years if it goes bad, maybe like a year if it goes really bad. But Trump didn't make the first payment. He did not make the first payment and took it straight to his lawyers. He agreed to a deal, and then instantly went off on that deal, stayed in the building because he already had fucking tenant rights or whatever he had, and then just took it to court from there and gave the case to his lawyers and stayed operating out of the building just as usual. And that's the kind of man he is, and that's the kind of man we chose for
like
as
a true
president.
American. What Dylan means by that. Like a true American, he does that. A true American fucks over the people closest to him.
Trump is the guy that fucks over his base. The base, the Trump supporters, the MAGA people, they're the poorest of the poor. They're the fucking worst people of the economy. They're the most worst off. The lowest 50% income-wise, I would guess we're majority Trump. I would guess we're 80% Trump compared to Kamala. And I'm not saying Kamala was better, because she's fucking a psycho. It's just like we need a new system. We need new people besides those two, and we need to make a change monetarily.
Mitch McConnell is still a congressman, by the way. We've been talking about Mitch McConnell every single episode for probably 3 episodes now, and he's still a congressman, and he still has not been seen. So if you've seen Mitch McConnell, please let me and Dylan know about it. We'd like to see him.
Please let him know that his headlights are on in the parking lot, and we've been trying to get a hold of him, and he's not answering his phone. I think I can pretty much wrap it up here. That's all I wanted to talk about as far as debt-wise, and now I do feel like we need to talk about next episode, the life of Bibi Netanyahu, because I did not know that he was from Philly. He literally lived in Philadelphia from the time he was 7 to 18. Living like in Boston, being like fucking working like an accountant or some shit whenever he's in his 20s. Like
Lobbyist.
He is
like every scumbag in the world, he starts out as a lobbyist.
He's such a snake motherfucker, and I cannot believe how old he is for how he looks. He does not look like he's almost 80 years old. I think he's like 78 or some shit.
Yeah, probably been bathing the blood of kids or something.
It's sick what their religion does to the newborn baby's genitalia. See, imagine a newborn baby getting herpes during a Jewish ritual, and just ask yourself how that could happen, because that's happened on multiple occasions.
Dylan, I think it's very bold of you to judge the rabbinic rites. I think you got a lot of balls.
I think we need to wrap it up there, and we probably just need to cut off that last part, because the AI YouTube that scans this is not going to like that.
It's going to read the first 15 seconds and the last 15 seconds, and it's going to love the BB and the rabbi talk.
Thank you guys so much for listening. If you are listening to this on our YouTube, go check out our Patreon. And if you're listening to this on our Patreon, we love you guys so much. You're listening to where you need to be listening to us at. Ad-free, uncensored.
There's something big coming, by the way.
We want Google to crash. We want YouTube to crash. Don't listen to us on YouTube. We want the fucking crash to come.
There's something big coming, by the way. Something that Dylan threw it together. It was his idea. It came out perfectly. It's in the books. It's in the works. And whenever it comes off the presses, I think we're both excited for you guys to see it.
Peace.